90 years before today, Khilafat established in Ahmediyya Jamaat.
What's the date today?
27th May.
27th? Today?
Yes.
And was there any prophecy about
26 is the date of Islam's demise.
Yes.
And 23rd is the birthday.
27th.
Yes.
Was there any prophecy during promised Messiah? And has he mentioned this Khilafat in his books? And could you give us more information?
Was there any prophecy made by the promised Messiah about Khilafat? Did he mention it?
Muslim had made many prophecies, though not properly understood at that time. But in al-Wasiyat, he has made it very clear. One thing which he pronounced was that he has been promised by Allah that Ruhul Qudus will descend to take charge of the Jamaat after him. While it was there with him, but when he was no longer there, when he would be no longer there, even then, this will continue in the form of the Khilafat which will take over. You understand? Now the non-Mubayins, those who have not accepted Khilafat as the genuine form of leadership in Ahmadiyyat, they say Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ, while in his lifetime, had appointed an Anjuman consisting of many members. Hazrat Hakim Nuruddin radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Khalifa al-Masih, was appointed its chairman. And Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ said that after me, this Anjuman will be responsible for all the affairs of the Jamaat. So they find excuse in the mention of this Anjuman to reject the Khilafat as understood by the rest of the Jamaat. They say when Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ had clearly said, this Anjuman will be responsible, how can you propose that Khilafat is the institution which will take over after the demise of Masih Maud ﷺ? This is a simple, plain logic we employ. But if you read the Al-Wasiyat with care, it becomes manifestly clear that Hazrat Masih Maud ﷺ did not appoint this Anjuman to take over after him the leadership which he provided. This is the question. And the decision here is very clear. He said it is a destiny of Allah that until I leave, this will not come. This special blessing of Allah I'm talking about, which will come to remain forever with you, it will not come until I leave. Do they mean that this blessing of Allah was not with Masih Maud ﷺ and was only to appear after he had left? This is the clear mention which I spoke about. He clearly envisaged the future of Jamaat in the form of a Khilafat which will continue, which had not yet started during his lifetime. While Anjuman they are talking about had started during his lifetime. So this is the dividing line, very clear-cut dividing line. Anjuman was already there under Masih Maud ﷺ, yet he is talking of something to happen after he had left, which was not there while he was alive. What was there which came after him? It was Khilafat. And it clarified the whole matter. while Hazrat Masih Maud was there, Anjuman was under him. While the next Khilafat will appear after him, this Anjuman will again be under him. This is the only clear verdict which you can understand from the study of these writings. But it was given further guarantee by Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Awwal that this is the meaning. He, during his Khilafat, made repeated mentions to the concept of Khilafat and Anjuman and made it categorically clear that what I understand from Masih Maud writings and his verbal addresses, this is the meaning. So number one, his arguments, and I'll build his arguments. He said, you, O members of Anjuman, some of you, claim that you are superior and the Jamaat affairs should be run under you. If so, why did you extend your hands to accept my bayat or to permit me to accept your bayat? Why did you extend your hand for initiation? You are superior and I am as a Khalifa and inferior, then you should have ruled me. What right had I got to rule you? And all of you, without fail, without exception, did my bayat. This means that whatever happened immediately after Hazrat Masih Maud left, according to his wasiyat, this is what happened. That you accepted the supremacy of one man. And that man became your Khalifa. And Hazrat Masih Maud had said that this will continue forever. It will not finish with my death. It was a very strong argument which he built. And then repeatedly addressing these people, he said that if you still insist that you are the Anjuman which was created by Masih Maud to work forever, instead of a Khilafat which has appeared to work forever, then either you get out of the Jamaat or do your bayat again, because your covenant of bayat is broken with these thoughts. The whole mosque where he addressed these people was crying so loudly that people thought that the roof will be blown out with the wailing and crying of people. And all of them repeated their act of bayat with the Hazrat Masih. All these Lahori members, the leaders, they were there. They did so. None of them stood up and said, no, we still hold that we are right and you're wrong. So we are going to start a new movement. You are given choice to, every Ahmadi is given this choice. Either they should remain with you or with us. None of them did it. So they sealed the issue once and forever. That the understanding of Hazrat Masih Maud divine expressions, which were divinely guided expressions, that understanding was the understanding which Hazrat Khalifatul Masih had. There was no difference between the two. So, this is the day when the new leadership emerged. That new leadership, which was prophesied by Hazrat Masih Maud, would not emerge until he had left. This is a very important part of the sentence. And which he said, from then on, take command of things forever. There will be no change. Thank you for this very beautiful question, which had to be asked today. And today is the day?
Yes.
MashaAllah.